Minnesota Vikings versus the Indianapolis Colts, Week 2 NFL preseason preview. Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, ready to go through and tell you who is going to win this game, and I'm going to tell you whether or not you should bet the over or you should bet the under. So that's what I want you to be watching for. And speaking of watching for, are you going to be watching this game? I get that last week was a little bit rough, right? I mean, maybe I won't bring it up again. Maybe I will. Who knows? But if you're excited for this game, I get it. It's the preseason, but if you are a diehard fan, you better be watching this game. So go ahead and smash that like button. So let's look at this preseason Week 2 matchup. You got the Indianapolis Colts coming off in air quotes here, Monday Night Football victory 21-18 last week up against the Carolina Panthers. They're traveling to Minneapolis coming off a 33-6 loss up against the Denver Broncos. So what I want you to do, try to predict the score. What do you think of this game? The Vikings up against the Colts. Look into that crystal ball. Try to tell me what you think is going to happen. And if you can predict the right winner, hey man, extra shout outs for you and shows going forward. So I get it. This is a Vikings show. But my job here at Chat Sports is to be honest with you. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the Colts win this one 17-10 until I see a quarterback not named Kirk Cousins, until I see Kirk Cousins go out onto the field for Minnesota. I have no confidence whatsoever in what I saw the very first week. Did Denver play well? Yes, and I am going to tip my cap off to them. But this is actually one of those games where I'm telling y'all right now, I think it's actually one of the easiest to go ahead and win money on. Because when you look at the fact that Minnesota's favorite, I just don't see how after that last week performance. Maybe Kirk Cousins plays in this one. Maybe Dalvin Cook does. But if I'm Minnesota, I don't risk any of those guys getting hurt. I don't risk any of our top wide receivers getting hurt due to all the injuries that Minnesota's already had. So I'm going to have the Colts winning this one, and then they're going to go ahead and they're going to cover it as well. So bet on the Colts. Bet on the Colts winning this one. But when you talk about the quarterback play, this is why I make bets in the preseason. I don't really look at the defense. I don't look at depth. I look at the quarterback position. And that's really it. And I hate to spoil it for you, but that's the truth. Kellen Mond, 6 of 16, 53 yards, uses legs a little bit. The offensive line was also left a lot to be desired. Jake Browning was bad. There's no other way around. He was bad. 5 of 10, 31 yards, and his pick was a pick 6. Was it a Patrick Surtain? Yes, sure. And Patrick Surtain is an incredible player. Drafted 9 overall. But it was right to him as far as I'm concerned. And Kirk Cousins, he obviously did not play. The other side of the football, you got the Indianapolis Colts. And sure, no Carson Wentz, but they do have a quarterback battle going down, and it's actually a halfway decent one. Jacob Eason, you can say what you want, but he's got a big-time arm. 15 of 21 last week against Carolina. 183 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But then shout out to Sam Elhinger, who also got some reps as well, the rookie out of Texas. 10 of 15. 155 yards, no touchdown, did have an interception. He also, I believe, led the team in rushing, so that was something that he was able to bring to the table. I believe he actually had 8 carries for 30 yards, so something to keep in mind for the Minnesota Vikings. But now we're going to go to the over-under. 38 points, one of actually the higher scoring games this week. When I look at what Minnesota did and when I think about what Indianapolis could potentially do, you just got to give me the under. And I bet the under in 90% of all preseason games. And if you watch a lot of my shows that I make here at Chat Sports, it probably sounds like I'm beating a dead horse right now. Well, maybe it's a dead Indianapolis Colt. Too much? I don't know. So when you look right here, the Vikings preseason schedule, they lost 33-6 against Denver. I said I wouldn't say it, and I think I've said it 3 times now. Then you're going up against the Colts. Hopefully you can come away with a win. Then you finish out your preseason up against Patrick Mahomes, maybe, and the Kansas City Chiefs.